everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. We are getting really close, so just hang in there. Sorry, mosquito time of year, and I welt something shocking with mosquitoes. I've got another one down there. They love me and they make me itch like crazy, and I was out in the backyard the other day. Okay, entertainment only. What I want to have a look at. I was out in the backyard with all the furs while the air conditioning guys were masked up doing what they needed to do. So yeah, we were all safe, but yeah, got bitten relentlessly. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading, I haven't even got it noted down, no idea. JPMorgan Chase, Deutsche Bank, and this American. Let me pause for 2 seconds. Got to get it right. Okay, so JPMorgan Chase, Deutsche Bank, and the US Virgin Islands Bank. The House Oversight Committee has demanded Epstein's financial records. Now, the US Virgin Islands Bank was the one where the compensation payments were made from, where the estate is held. Okay, and I believe, if I remember correctly, the bank itself was, I believe, if I could be wrong, set up by Epps himself. Wonder who else was involved in that. Wonder who else might have some money there. So entertainment only. Grab my little card. Entertainment only. Let's have a look at what do we need to know. I'm actually going to move that down the shelf. Looking at my shelf behind, that would be quite nice there. My little puddy tat. My puddy tat and spirit sneaks. Okay, so how are they feeling? Well, an investigation, shining a light on the path, stepping off the slippery slope here, and they're doing some serious internal thinking about strategizing about, well, what do we actually release here? So, wearing my grandma's shirt today, on duties this afternoon. Let's have a look. The banks, how are they feeling with this subpoena of financial records? Now, I've always said it's the money trail that will bring them down. The survivors' stories and the horrific information that has come out was required to get, I hate to say it, public interest. When you're talking about a society that would rather watch Big Brother and Love Island and the Kardashians fighting and the whatever else goes on than watching a David Attenborough or Grand Designs or something, it had to the horrific ghastliness of what has been released, not diminishing it at all because it is just awful, 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 but that was required as to get the attention of the population. But how are the banks feeling? Let's have a look, because they knew Epstein was involved and they covered it up. Allegedly. They knew because we've already got information that's come out that they didn't do the usual alert reporting in regards to trafficking, etc. So how are the banks feeling? Okay, the 10 of Cups, the energy that they're sitting in at the moment is it's an end of the happy families. Can mean my voter, can mean my unity of diversity, but when I'm talking about this, it's an emotive ending, an emotional ending of the gravy train. Thank you. I just got told the gravy train, an emotional ending of the gravy train. Okay, how are they feeling? Because there is a very rapid truth coming for them, a harsh truth coming for them. everything is changing. This is all part of why we needed to be here in the here and now. Now, also think about that if Harris had, we know she won, but if she had been sworn in, nothing that has been exposed over the last 11 months would have been revealed. And that includes these files, that includes all this corruption, that includes all the names of those that are involved in every level with the Orange Twerp's cabinet, or just people he blab about. You wouldn't have known about Ellison and Black and Witkoff and Vaught and Patel. You just wouldn't have known about them. So yeah, it is. Karma has caught up with them. Harsh truth coming. Karma has caught up with the Wheel of Fortune. In the past, the subpoenas have been issued, and it is time to shine a light on this path forward, the investigation. Because they chained themselves to this devil, and they knew it. They voluntarily, these banks, notice there's not a single pentacle card yet. They voluntarily, but 3 majors, huge energy. They voluntarily chained themselves to this corruption. I was going to say this corrupt energy, but my guides just corrected me and just changed it to corruption. Yep. Ick, out of greed. The immediate future, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now for me, queens are working internally. Kings are taking external action. Queens are taking internal action. And I think in the immediate future, what's happening there is they're looking to see how they can protect their financial records, or protect themselves, protect the documents. This is what they're doing in the immediate future. They're looking at what they can get away with, how they can protect themselves externally. The Fool. We are, first of all, on a new path. This is uncharted territory. It has been pretty much all year, uncharted territory. But is there foolishness with this karma catching up with them? Are they about to walk off the cliff externally? Because of past contracts and agreements that they had been involved with, that is now being exposed. Now, got the Lovers card here. It's the same 2 figures that voluntarily chained themselves to the devil. They have the option to do good here, to bring it to light. They have the option, but will they? Because this Fool is walking away. I mean, the Fool might be walking away from the contracts and agreements that were made as this comes to light. But let's see what the outcome is. What are the banks going to do? Okay, they're going to fight it. Hopes and fears on the back foot. They might try and fight it, but it's not a legal fight. It might be a fight of words. It's not a swords, it's a wand, 7 of Wands. They might try and push back with words, but not legally. The outcome. Page of Wands, the Temperance, and the Page of Cups. They're going to bring forward the minimum. Again, the only Pentacle card was this Queen of Pentacles, protecting themselves, protecting the records. Page of Wands, bringing forward a message, but it's a minor message, some sort of announcement. Temperance, trying to spin the situation. And then the Page of Cups. But I don't think the committee's going to buy it. They're going to look at this, what they've been offered, and it was an emotional offering, but it's got a fish in it. I think Congress are going to, the committee's going to look at this and say, try again. What's the next card? Betrayal, heartbreak, loss, despair, barrenness, just legal despair. 3 banks as well. And secrets being revealed and judgment. And then you've got the King of Cups here, bringing about a complete and utter downfall. This King of Cups bringing forth a ruling that will pretty much be the downfall, legal downfall of these banks. You've got dark money being exposed with that 3 of Pentacles, and then my Jack Smith card. And then you've got the 4 of Swords, 3 swords, and 1 here. I think these banks are going to be in big, big trouble. Queen of Swords, which could be the head of the ICC, and the Ace of Swords. As the money trails are exposed and they are on the back foot with that 9 of Wands, bruised, battered on the back foot. We've got the the energy underlying all of this. We've got the 8 of Cups trying to walk away from this demand, but you've got the Page of Swords coming forward about the 3 banks with that 3 of Cups, and you've got the full exposure about the money, and there's that military card again. 3 banks not liking what's on offer. So we've got the 3 of Cups, the 3 banks, thinking it's all hunky-dory. Was spot chasing something at the beach. The 4 of Cups, the 3 banks, an offer being made that they do not like. The 5 of Cups, the 3 banks, spilt, and 2 cups still there, and then the Death card and the big stick card, and it just unravels from there. You've got the false victory, you've got the oligarchs, so the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, you've got justice, you've got Russia, you've got it's all too much with that 10 of Wands, and the Star is going to find himself restricted due to the 2 of Pentacles, money laundering. And the cards just keep going. They just keep going with the same story. It's the money trail, and he is in the regime is in big trouble. Right, let me get those cards up the right way, because I like my cards up the right way. The bankers, I think, is going to bring the minimum, and the committee is going to say, try again. So let's have a look. Oh boy. Talk about ratcheting up the noose. Goodness me. So tell me, what's the committee? Tell me with the committee. Yeah, they're going to try and protect, but it's going to be a poor choice, and they're going to be told try again with that 2 of Cups. Knight of Wands, volatile information being offered up with the Knight of Cups, and you've got the Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune card there. Yeah, I really think the committee's going to tell them try again, go back and try again. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So what is the money trail? The financial records. It is a Friday, but gee, I wonder what's going to come out today. What? Now, don't think this is just a US thing. This is an international. The money trails are international. Gosh, 4 of Swords and 4 of Cups. as I'm poker shuffling and split the deck. 2 fours, they are the moment before the 5 chaos, crisis, defense mode, panic systems, banished, conflict, you name it, the moment before. Okay? And trust me, it's winding up quick. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do we need to know about the committee demanding these subpoenas? How's that going to play out? How's that going to play out? Demanding the financial records. How's that going to play out? I don't think there's going to be a huge delay in it. Something feels quick. You want them that way. Okay, got to do what your guides tell you. I wonder what they made me keep on the bottom. That's what the underlying energy, the money changing hands. The committee. Right. Believe it or not, they're going to have some sort of independence, but they're looking at those that financially benefited from this situation. So the committee. I know it's a Republican-led committee, but don't think it's going to go the oligarchs' way. This may also indicate that they're going to sit on the information, being again a Republican-led committee, but let's see where it goes. Challenged by the Fool, again, uncharted territory, but okay, thank you. If the committee tries to sit on this information, it is going to be step off the cliff foolishness for them. And I'm looking at the, don't know, is it Jordan that's in control of this committee? I'm not quite sure who's in the head one, but they are Republican-led. But yeah, it'll be step off the cliff foolishness for them. So the committee, okay. The energy that they're going to be stewing in, and I'm talking about the Republican side of it, is it's going to be a nightmarish headache, legal nightmarish headache for them. The information. Okay, you've got the 3 banks in the past with that 3 of Cups. Crowning this reading, the Queen of Cups. Trying to keep a lid on, because this is going to be, what is going to be disclosed is going to be highly emotional. There's going to be no denying links when there is financial evidence. So there might be, they're having a look in the cup to see what they can not disclose. The immediate future, the High Priestess, hidden agendas, but also secrets being revealed. And religious as well. I'm picking Christmas up. That's the next. Is that the next? Because we've got all the religions here. Coming out around the next religious major religious festival. Okay. See where we go. Externally. On a spin, back and forth. Create alchemy with the Temperance card, but internally. Wow. 5 of Pentacles. Again, another 5. I think the committee's not going to, they've subpoenaed them, but they might find themselves cut off from their donations if they release them internally. It's just this nightmare situation for them, because I think some of those that have been donating to these committee members are going to get named. Okay, and then the hopes and fears, the 5 of Wands, the infighting, the disagreement. internally, 2 5s. Money and messaging. Disagreement about what gets released. Oh gosh, 3 5s in a row. 5 of Swords. Again, the abuse of power, the win at any cost, the trying to spin, the stealing of the 3 swords, people walking away. What they're gonna find out is and then they're gonna try to spin it. But this is an ending. This is the end. You've got the orange twerp facing off against the United States. This can also be self-sabotage with that 5 of Swords, and it's bringing an ending. And then we've got the 10 of the ending of the happy families, the ending of the GOP, potentially. Knight of Swords, harsh truth coming forward. King of Swords, massive legal action being taken potentially on the international scale, and it's all to do with the money, with that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, the money changing hands. So on the energy that they're stewing in. 6 of Pentacles, the money changing hands. Page of Pentacles, information about that money coming forward. The Justice card, the Military card, the emotional walking away, the orange twerp, and the Ace of Swords as well. These money trails, there's going to be this big, where did it go? Big fight about what they release, because what they're going to find out is going to really, I think, shock them. And I think there's going to be, show me, is there going to be financial information that comes, oh gosh, there was that death card. Is there going to be nightmare situation at the information that comes out? 9 of Swords, 8 of Wands. Is there going to be financial information that takes down this regime? Nightmare situation that's going to emotionally overwhelming but bring about a cleansing. Is there going to be, and I'm not talking about trafficking, I'm talking about money flowing into certain people's accounts from overseas, from supposed enemies. Is there going to be entertainment only? Is there going to be, okay, you want me to stop? Is there going to be financial information that comes out that will bring down the regime? Yes. Sorry, that's Bindi scrabbling to stand up on the timber floors. Yes, big yes. Big information. Ace of Wands. Yes. Yes. Challenged by the contracts and agreements being revealed, exposed. Oh, gosh. With the Lovers. Okay, at the base, again, there's this 5 of Wands, the throwing under the bus. Rats abandoning the ship, the infighting, going to get really intense. In the past, yeah, the oligarchical money passing through the portals from one to another. 10 of Pentacles in the past. Yeah, big money passing from one side to another. Yeah, it is. This huge. Yep, here's the Page of Pentacles, the information being brought forward. It's over this. Certain people do not want it out there. The immediate future, the Strength card. Interesting. Strength in the information. Placating Could be proof. There's going to be strength in the information that it was used to placate the orange lion. Now, I believe the orange twerp has moon or ascending or something in Leo. Understanding that the ascending and the moon are the two most powerful of the signs. The sun was just deemed more powerful because it was easier, because there was only 12 sun signs to put in the media. But yeah, the strength of the information to get the orange line in the White House up on top of the hill. There's going to be big, this is going to be huge. Judgment, externally, big wake-up call. Internally, volatile information is coming forward with that. May even be money from the Middle East with this Knight of Wands. Hopes and fears. The Two of Cups. Contracts and you've got the two contracts agreements cards with the Lovers as the challenge and the Two of Cups. Okay, the outcome. Going down with the Four of Swords, the High Priestess, the secrets being revealed, the Temperance card, a rebalancing, or perhaps trying to spin it. You've got Homeland Security here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit shining a light. Page of Wands, information coming forward out of left field with the Page of Cups. That's going to have a big cleansing out of those that had proffered themselves to the devil with the Knight of Cups and the Devil card. Lot of information coming out that's going to bring an ending to this regime. Nightmare situation for those that profited. Ten of Swords, justice. It just... if I use Laurie from Way of Positive Change, those that information coming out about those that prostituted themselves, it's ending of the false victory. I have no idea where this goes next. Well, I do actually, because if information comes out that the regime that is currently squatting in the White House, or what's left of the White House, was bought and sold by foreign powers, the only option is, and I'm going to say it because I have read it, for a military coup to take place to oust the regime and put in a governmental panel. Now, who was I listening to last night? Oh, Susan Lim, about Obama behind the scenes working with military leaders and ex-government officials and some in government still, judicial systems, etc. And I'm sorry, Susan, I fell asleep halfway through, so I didn't hear all of it. But yeah, I would agree with her. I've been seeing for, gosh, even before November, like 18 months, 2 years probably, that there would be, even if Harris was declared the winner, there would be an interim government for a period. Very hard to pin down what sort of period, but I've always gotten there would be a panel interim government, and I've been saying that for 18 months, 2 years, and I think the cogs just turned again. Okay, let's let it play out. Love you. Catch you later.